Hello everyone, this is Nighthawk here, and welcome back to my Pokemon team if I was in the anime. In the last episode, I traveled through the Kanto region with an interesting team, but now it's time to head into the next adventure, which I hope you find interesting. Also, according to YouTube's analytics, only a small percentage of you guys who are actually subscribed or watch my videos, and if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? I recommend subscribing. Also, share these videos with your friends. Now, let's head to the Johto region. My journey through the Johto region. After my loss in the Kanto region, I get information from Professor Oak about another region known as the Johto region. Home to new Pokemon, new battles, and new adventures. I pack my bags and head west of Kanto. After a long hike which took days, I eventually entered the Johto region. Once I arrived, I headed to the nearest Pokemon Center to get registered for the Johto League. After I registered, I thought about sending some of my Pokemon back to Professor Oaks so I could catch some new Pokemon. So I sent my Electabuzz, Sandslash, Pidgeotto, and Gengar, and swapped out Gengar for Growlithe. Once I left, I headed into the wild grasslands on the outskirts of New Barktown and found a Mareep. Seeing a new Pokemon for the first time is always exciting, so with Growlithe's help, I catch the Mareep. In my battle against Bugsy in Violet City, I used my Growlithe, Mareep, and Bulbasaur. Pokemon were too strong for my team that I used, and then I remembered something. The Fire Gym leader, Blaine of the Kanto region, gave me a Firestone. I bring out Growlithe and show him the Firestone. Growlithe seems excited and puts his paw on the stone, evolving him into Arcanine. Now this next city, I have no idea how to pronounce it. Every other city, I know how to pronounce. This one, I have no idea. I'm probably gonna be butchering the crap out of it, but I'm taking a shot. When I arrive at Ikirute City to battle Morty for the Fog Badge, I see some trainers rushing to the Pokemon Center holding their Pokemon in their arms. I rush over there to ask them what happened, and they told me that Morty, the Ghost Gym leader, did this, and that his Pokemon were really strong. Hearing this, I think to myself, if Morty is this strong, how am I going to beat him? Then I remember something. I have a Gengar as well. So I asked Professor Oak if he could transfer Gengar over to me. With Gengar back on my team, we face Morty down, winning the Fog Badge. After winning the Fog Badge, I took a good long look at my team, and I realized that I haven't really caught any new Pokemon yet, and I have just been relying on my Pokemon from Kanto. So I send Gengar and Arcanine back to Professor Oaks. Along the way to Ovaline City in pursuit of my next gym battle, I come across a baby Larvitar who seems to be lost and is on pursuit by Team Rocket. I end up stopping Team Rocket from capturing this Larvitar, and since this interaction made Larvitar start to trust me a little bit more, he started following me, and eventually adding him to the team. In Mahogany Town, I lost my battle with Pryce and his ice types. Even with all the recent training, I still couldn't beat him, so I decided to swap out Cyndaquil for Arcanine to get the win that I needed. After that rematch, I sent Arcanine and Ivysaur back to Professor Oak's lab. After getting all 8 gym badges in Johto, I make my way to Mount Silver for the Silver Conference. With this new team of 6 that I have, I felt confident this time. After battling my way through multiple trainers, I eventually am face to face with my rival once again. When all hope seemed lost, I only had my Cyndaquil left, and before the finishing blow hits, a bright light appears, evolving him into Quilava. With Quilava's new speed and learning Flame Wheel, I beat my rival, putting him in the top 8 and me in the top 4. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to keep my winning streak, losing in the top 4. With this loss, I head back to Pallet Town to look back on my journey so far and where I am going. When I was in Kanto, I only lost to Sabrina once. That was the only gym leader I lost to. but while I was in Johto, I lost to multiple gym leaders multiple times. So for the next 2 months, I trained as hard as I could, coming up with new strategies that would help me win in battle. Then, once again, I was approached by Professor Oak, saying that he has a fellow researcher in the Hoenn region that has some information that he needs to get picked up. So he asked me if I'd be willing to travel to Hoenn to get this research. He also tells me that there is a Pokemon League there as well if I am interested. Of course I was, so I packed my bags and left all my Pokemon back at Professor Oak's as I head off to the Hoenn region. Well, that's going to be it for today's episode. If my Pokemon team is in the anime, we have now gone through Kanto, and we have now gone through Johto. My character has lost in the Pokemon League both times, but maybe he has a win right around the corner. In the next episode, we're going to be heading through the Hoenn region, exploring new Pokemon, new battles, and new adventures like before. I hope you guys like this video, and I sincerely hope that you guys actually enjoy what types of teams I come up with in these. And for some of you guys who are wondering what platform I'm using this on, I use this all through PowerPoint. Everything that I record on these and all the all the platforms are done through PowerPoint. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video.